Wow, it's been so long since I did anything Cub Cadet related on the channel. I got valves adjusted on my 129, and I'll show you my 149. Not sure exactly where you are with it, but let's go. So I had to adjust the valves on this, and I got this for 300 bucks with this deck, and it would not turn over. And what happened was they were messing with the valves and they had them too tight. So that was last year. So I adjusted them really quick. I couldn't find my feeler gauge. Actually, I still didn't find my feeler gauge, but I've always been really good with any of the overhead valves doing it by feel, and the way these are set up, I couldn't do it by feel. So when I did it, I over tightened them. But so if it's not turning over, the valves could be adjusted too tight and the automatic decompression isn't working, is what I found out. So I had them too tight, so it turned over and it started up fine. Didn't have any power though, and it wasn't running right. So today I went to adjust them, still couldn't find my feeler gauge. I used my mic. I found a piece of paper that was 10 millimeters, or 10 thousandths of an inch, and their intake has to be, wait, let's see, make sure I get this right. I think the intake was 8 to 10 thousand of an inch, and the exhaust was like 7 to 19 thousandths of an inch. So I found a piece of thick, it was like a catalog kind of paper, like the cover, and it was 10 thousandths. So I adjusted my intake for 10 thousandths and I doubled it up and made my exhaust 20 thousandths, and made a big difference. But the only thing was, you got to take the carb off, and you can't see nothing in here, can you? So this bolt right here, when I was reefing on it, not really reefing, but trying to loosen it, I hit the idle adjustment, mixture adjustment screw, and broke that off. So that's stuck in there, not adjustable. So I think I'll end up buying a new carburetor. And my intake, or the air cleaner, is dirty, so I have that off right now. I'm gonna have to get a new one. Same with that one. I need a new one for that one too. But I did mow after that, and works way better, but it does have some slight carb issues, and I would clean it, but I think I'm just gonna buy a new carb because of that jet anyways. This is my 149. I've had this forever. I'm never getting rid of this, but I've always had charging issues with it, so I just bought a solar charger. What happened was, I was buying these cheap starter generators off of eBay, and they had these threaded holes, and my other one, there's one here, one here. If you got holes that are threaded, I just silicone them up, because what happened to my other one, I got water in here, and then the starter quit working. Well, this, and I don't know, I think it might have fried my brand new starter regulator, or my voltage regulator too. So I caulked these up. Now the starter works fine, but it won't charge still, because even though it was a brand new voltage regulator, I think something happened in here maybe that killed it. So if you buy any of these cheap starter generators off eBay, it's like, still not cheap, it's like 120 bucks I think. Caulk these up, them holes, any threaded holes you see anywhere that you're not using. And so I bought this, can't remember how much I paid for it. I think it was like 20-30 bucks or something. And I just leave this hooked to it all the time when I'm not using it, hooked right to the battery. And I have the rototiller hooked up to it. This is the smaller one I have. I don't have the tine extensions. You can get an extension. It hooks into here, and it's just another tine that brings it out. You can get, they came with one on one side, or you can get one with one on both sides. Here, I'll show you my other one. Okay, this is my other one that has the extension on both sides. See, it even has the shrouding little extension. And this shield. This one needs to be cleaned off, obviously, but see, you can get this and it pins right in there. It's kind of loud. Then you take this cover off, put this plate in, these couple plates, extends it out, get one for both sides, and it's the exact same width as the tractor itself. So you can see right now it's actually skinnier than the tractor. But the idea was you can put one on one side, and if you do it right, you'll never leave your tire track. If you have the bigger one, you won't leave it. You can do it however you want. But my issue now is this 144-inch belt, I think it was, broke. I paid like 60, 70 bucks for it. I just got one off Amazon for 18 bucks. I'm really hoping it's the right one, but that's a big gamble. I need to finish my garden here soon. See, it was doing a good job. The dog walked across it, but and then it broke right there, and I had to drive off. I was double doing this right here, and then this right here, it was just yard, the same as this. I was making it bigger, but once I went over it again, it was looking really good. So those are my Cub Cadet updates. This one is treasure to me, the 147 narrow frame, 14 horse, because my dad helped me get it. I do have ag tires on it. I don't know if I've ever shown it with ag tires on it or not. I got them used. The belt, that big one, it goes, can't see it that well, but it goes from here, goes down to these pulleys, and then all the way to the back, to that pulley right there. It's a big belt. I did have I put these, like, this is just a eyelet. Here, maybe you can see this one better. There you go. I put these around the little bolts for the pulleys so I could tighten them up pretty good. And then I put some spacers on here so I got a little more travel. If I need it. I don't really need it, but yeah, I really wish I could get I don't even care what it costs. If I can get a starter generator and a voltage regulator to work on this thing and not have to screw with it all the time, I'd buy it. Anyways, those are my two Cubs I got now. I still got the one over there that's blown up, that Super Cub. That was actually MTD built, but it was right when they switched over. There's still a lot of heavy duty stuff on there. Got the 60-inch deck, but I blew the motor up. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's been sitting for years. Alrighty, see you next time.